Hello my dear students, welcome back to our PPS video lecture series. I am Professor Bhumi Patel from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology, and our second unit is already started, and we are discussing in our previous lectures the three different operators, that is arithmetic, relational and logical, and now we are going to start with the fourth operator, that is assignment operators. Now for which purpose we are using that operator, it has only one single symbols that you have to remember, that is equal to. So it is used to assign the value to the variables. Suppose I am writing c equals a plus b, then what happened? The value of a plus b is assigned to c. That is the meaning of it. Now also the shortcut is possible with assignment operator for only arithmetic operators like plus equals, minus equals, multiplication equals, division and modulo. Clear? Now see here the examples how we can use it. So first here I am writing header files and void main, and then we are declaring two variables a and b. A has value 10. Now we are putting b equals a statements. What is the meaning? The value of a is assigned to b. So now b becomes 10. And then after we are printing the value of b. So b is what? 10. Now suppose I am writing a plus equals b. Then what happened? The full form, this is the shortcut method, and the full form of it is a equals a plus b. So what happened? A plus b, that is 10 plus 10. So a equals a plus b. So a is now changed and that is 20. So here our output b is 10 and a is 20 is generated. Now move to the next operator, that is increment and decrement operators. These increment operators increase the value by 1 and decrement operator decrease the value by 1. Suppose I have value a equals 5 and we want to increase it by 1, means 6, then you can use these operators. The symbols used for increment decrement is plus plus a or a plus plus, then minus minus a or a minus minus, but it has some different meaning. For example, if you put your operator plus plus symbol before the operand, then it is known as a pre-increment, and if you put plus plus sign after operand, then it is known as post increment. Similarly, a minus minus, that is post decrement, and minus minus a, that is pre decrement. Now how it actually working, that see in our example. But this operator is also known as a unary operator. Why? Because here the operand needed is only 1, but arithmetic operator is a binary because it requires two value. Here it requires only 1. So increment and decrement operator, we can say it is a unary operators. Now how it can be executed in our program? Let's see here. First include the header file and start with a void main, and here I am taking the example a equals 10, b equals 5 and two variables c and d, that is our output. So what happened when we are writing c equals a plus plus? The a plus plus is nothing but the post increment, means after assigning value it will increase the original value of that particular variables. Means c equals a plus plus, the c value is what? It is 10 or 11? It is 10. Why? Because it is a post increment, means it increase its value after and first assign the value to the c. So c becomes 10. After assigning value, a increase its own value by 1 and that is 11. So in this case a now becomes 11 and c becomes 10. Now in a next case, suppose I am writing d equals plus plus b, then it is not a post increment, now it is pre-increment, means first we have to increase the value, assign value to the variable as well as its own value. So in this case b becomes 6 and also the d becomes 6. So here you can see the output of all the variables, that is c 10, then a 11, d and b both are 6. Now same principles you can apply for a decrement operator also, only you have to change the sign. Instead of plus plus you have to put minus minus. And next one is a conditional operators. It is also known as a ternary operator. Why? It requires 3 operators. So 1, 2 and 3, the word is ternary, and the symbol used for this operator is question mark and colon. Now suppose you have a question, we have to write like greater than equals, both are at the same place. No, how we have to write it? Let's say here in a syntax, first you have to write 3 expression because it is a ternary. So expression 1, expression 2 and expression 3 is there, and between these 3 first we have to put question mark and then in a second colon. What is meaning of it? If the expression 1 is true, then you have to jump for a second part, but if our expression 1 is false, means simply you have to remember expression 1 is nothing but our condition, and it has always 2 parts, true and false. So if it is true, you have to follow question mark and then after expression 2, and if the condition is false, then you have to follow colon and then expression 3. How it is executed? Let's see here in our examples. Same program I am writing for finding maximum from a 3 numbers. You can solve it using if else, using relational operator also, and also you can apply these operators, conditional operators. How? Let's say has include first, that is our header file, and then void main. Inside void main, now we have to declare 2 value because the maximum of 2. So a equals suppose 10, b equals 5, and c is nothing but our output variables. So what is the logic using conditional operators? So here the condition is our expression 1, that is a greater than b, then put question mark, then after if the condition is true, means answer is a is maximum, so put simple a variable, then colon, and if it is false, our condition is false, then third part, so third part means our b is answered. Clear? So likewise that you can write the logic for finding the maximum from a 3 numbers, and whatever the value a, if the condition is true, then it returns a and assign to the c, and if it is false, means a greater than b becomes false, it jumps to the third part and assign the value of b to the c, and the final answer is c, that is maximum values. So here our output is what? 10 is greater than 5, yes, so it returns a and assign that value to c, and the answer is maximum equals 10. Now next operator is bitwise operator. Now according to its name, it operates on a bit level. Bit means binary digit, so this operator works on a 0101, and it is only used with integer data type, not for a float, double and odd. See here the symbols which are used for a bitwise operator, that is single AND. Now you have to remember the difference. Double AND is logical operator, it is single AND, that is bitwise operators. Then single standing line, that is bitwise OR. If you put double standing line, that it becomes logical operators. Then third is a caret symbols, that is used for a bitwise exclusive OR. Then less than 2 times. If you put only single less than, then it becomes which operator? It is a relational operators. But for a bitwise you have to remember double less than, that is shift left, and then double greater than sign again, that is shift right. So this all the operators are used for a binary values for a 0101. So here also I mentioned the truth tables. The AND and OR gate we are already discussed in our logical operators. Double AND for a logical AND and single AND for a bitwise. So how it is executed, you all guys know, but next one is a exclusive OR. So exclusive OR has what meaning? If both the conditions are 0 and both the conditions are true, then answer is false. Means 0 0 and 1 1. then the output is false, 0 part. But if both the digits are different, 0 1 or a 1 0, then it goes on a true parts. That you have to remember. Now let's see here in a details with a program how it can be used. So first we have to declare the libraries, then void main. Inside void main, just I am putting two values, a equals 10 and b equals 5, and the answer is stored in a C. How it is executed? It is executed on a binary number. So first you have to remember the binary values. So what is the binary value of 10? It is a 1010, and 5, the binary value is 0101. So according to the binary value, which operations you want to perform. So here I am taking the example of a bitwise AND. So simply I am putting A and B. So it works on an AND gate. So what is the output of it? All the values are different, 1001. So our answer all are 0 bits. That indicates the C has a value that is 0. So here our output is bitwise AND equals 0. But now suppose you want to change bitwise OR, then simply you have to do A standing line and B. If you want perform exclusive OR operations, then you have to use A caret B. And shift left and right is what? Suppose you want to move your data left hand side, 1010, that is our binary, and you want to move it left side, then you have to put less than sign, double less than, not a single, otherwise the meaning is different. And suppose you want to shift your data right hand side, then you have to put greater than sign. So I hope you guys understand this concept very well. 4 operators we are covering in this unit, that is first is the assignment, then increment, decrement, then conditional, and the last is bitwise operators. If you like this video, then thumbs up. If you think this video will help some of your friends, then do share this video with them. Also you can subscribe my channel, so when I upload new video you get a notifications. Thank you so much.